There's a lot of player availability issues to discuss. Cedric Tillman and Bryce Young were the two obvious ones 3 days ago, but now another one has popped up with Jaylen McCollough, Tennessee starting safety, and a big key to that defense, who has been accused of assault. Trey, where do things stand on that and on his availability for the weekend?
Yeah, not a good way to start the week. Not a good situation, period. Josh Heupel spoke about it during his SEC teleconference appearance that they expect something by the end of the week with the administration. He has already gone in front of the student conduct board and spoke with them. Now comes just, dealing with the police department. If it's hard to make a judgment on somebody's going to get charged or not, he's got a preliminary hearing set and whatnot. But Josh Heupel said that they would make that decision later on in the week if he plays or not. I was told he was practicing. So, if that gives any indication, some schools have it where if a player is under investigation for a felony or whatnot, then they can't be associated, with the football program. Meaning they can't practice or whatnot until the issue is at least resolved enough where they feel comfortable. In Tennessee's case, each school has different rules. So I think that's, I think it comes down to probably, to be honest with you, probably Friday, I would say, that they'll make a decision on if he can play or not this weekend. I know of a couple things that are going to go down in the next day or so that could change that up a little bit where he could play potentially. So we'll end up seeing. It's a starter in the secondary. You know what I mean? Like, he might not be the best player in the world, but it's a starter in the secondary.
Yeah, you kind of need all your defensive backs on the field if you're going to face Bryce Young, which that's the next thing we'll get to, or one of the next things. So, well, let me ask you this. Josh Heupel's only been at Tennessee a year and a half. I don't know if he's had a similar circumstance. Is a guy practicing at this point of the week usually an indication that he is going to play in disciplinary situations? I don't, to be honest, I can't remember if there's been another situation like this, so there may not be precedent, but I'm just curious how that usually goes down under Josh Heupel.
Well, it's a he said, she said type of thing, or he said type of thing in this situation. So it's, you have to be fair. You're innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? So being able to practice would line up with, hey, look, we don't know all the facts of this situation yet. You know what I mean? So that's why I think we're in the situation that we're in right now. So, and that's why I think a harder decision's having to be made later in the week.
What's your gut? Does he play or not?
I'm going to say, I'm just going to go on the safe side and say he doesn't play this weekend, but comes back and plays next weekend.
Okay.
I don't know what the police department does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what witnesses come forward and say something, that would be differential than what we have in the police report now. So I think until Saturday morning, this thing could be up in the air, and it's up to the Tennessee administration on what they decide to do.
So you think this could go into Saturday morning?
I do if I'm trying not to say too much without giving away too much that I can't say, but I'm saying, if let's just say Jaylen McCollough speaks with and I'm just hypothesizing here.
Let's just say Jaylen
McCollough goes and gives a statement to the police department, and let's just say, I don't know, some other witnesses have come forward and have spoken to the police department, and it changes the narrative of the story. That means, it could come down to that. I'm not saying like Saturday morning, okay, but it could come down to like Friday afternoon or something like that when the university decides what to do. So that's why I said that.
Yeah, Trey knows probably a little more than he can say, I think is a fair way to put it. But I'll leave it at that. And
you know me too well, buddy.
Keep you safe. Okay.